Hello, good morning and welcome back to the channel. I am moving on. I finally left Tarifa, my reason being George from vanlife, one of our convoy members, is in another town. It's about an hour or so away, but she speaks very highly of it and she suggests that it could well be worth going that way, which kind of goes against where I am going, but it's only an hour and I kind of fancy a change. So on the basis that it comes highly recommended, you better be bloody good, George, I'm going to another town. But I've been up and out early this morning. My tyres came in, so I went and had those fitted. So I'm now rolling on two brand new front tyres, giving me the peace of mind, obviously. No more worries about lack of tread, no more worries about the extra noise, no more worries about that blinking nail that was in there. Oh, I didn't check whether it went all the way through. Anyway, done now, new tyres. So I'm very, very happy with what's going on. Let's get on to this other town. George is on, I think it sounds like a campsite, and it does have showers. And as you know, my electrics, I really want to just ramp it all back up and start afresh. I'm kind of, under these circumstances, happy to pay, as long as it ain't too expensive, but I'm happy to pay to stay, clean everything up, clean myself up. Oh, and get some laundry done. Oh my God, if I can do the bedding as well. Yeah, this should be good. Right, let's get there. What a cool little beach town. Oh, I like the vibe of this already. And there's waves.
Turn right onto Camino del Camping, then your destination will be on the left.
Let's go in the camping place.
Your destination is on the left.
Got to be in here, isn't it? Can I come and stay with you?
Yeah.
I want to stay near this lady here.
Oh, okay.
George, have you got a space next to you?
No, but there's one in front. Do you need electricity?
I need electricity.
So
Can
you
you
need-
get electricity?
Without.
Yeah.
With.
Is this side with?
This is without.
Right, that's it. All booked in. 19 euros and something, a few cents. I don't know. Wasn't listening. But anyway, we're on. So let's go get parked up. Blue, this way, mate.
He's like,
Wrong van. Come here. Come here. Come here. So it looks as if at the other end of this town that there is, well, I would suggest that you could park along here. It does actually say, let's have a look. Oh no, auto caravans will be towed. Well, there's vans along here, so I'm wondering whether this is a sort of seasonal thing that you might get away with. But anyway, if you don't want to take the risk, the campsite is reasonably cheap at 19 euros and 80 cents for a pitch and power. And then just 15 euros to have the pitch without the power. So just for peace of mind, if you're only here like I was, just for a short stop and using it as a service stop at that as well, then what a place. It's got proper old school, sort of almost boho vibes about this one. Very, very basic. I love it. There's even some thatched roofs on some of these sort of shed type shack buildings. I absolutely love the look of the place, love the feel of the place. It's got real good vibes about it. Super friendly people. I guess some of these are locals, but again, the guests that are here, it's had such a lovely time. There is a little spa, so you can get your necessities. In fact, I'll say little, it looks little on the outside, but when you go in, it's one of those TARDIS spas that just went on and on and on. So it became like this proper supermarket behind a very small sort of villagey facade. A few of these places are actually closed. I guess it's again seasonal thing. This must get so busy in the summer, so busy. I don't know how I didn't know about this one before, but I'm not going to gatekeep it. I'm going to put the what 3 words. I'm going to tell you all about it, and I certainly recommend that if you haven't been, put this on your itinerary. I'm going to come back. This is probably, in fact definitely, the least Spanish place in terms of its feels and its appearance that I've been to in Spain so far. Honestly, I mean, not that I've been to Bali, but I mean, I would only imagine that it's that sort of vibe, that sort of feel. Yeah, something very special about this place. Right, now the next stop, I'm off to Bologna. Oh, I don't know, one of those, but it's apparently between here and on the way back to Tarifa, which I'm going to be going back to Tarifa just to get some further van chores done, because I couldn't find a laundrette here. That's the one thing that, I'm not saying there isn't one, but I've not so far located it. And I've been given a tip. Judith and Craig, thank you guys. They've given me a tip on my electrics. Again, thank you so much everyone who's getting involved with trying to resolve my electrical problem. Some amazingly good ideas, tips and suggestions. But Judith and Craig have given me a contact telephone number for a professional in Tarifa, funny enough, who might be able to take a look at it and get everything sorted there. So I'm going to go back that way now and hope that that's the way it works out. I've got a contact number, but I can't get hold of him at the moment. Great meeting up with George. What an amazing member of our little community. It was a super worthwhile exercise, not least to go on a campsite and power myself up, but to actually spend a little bit of time with George, get to know her. She's got a few things to do anyway, so she's going to go off to Gibraltar to get a few bits and bobs done whilst we wait for Ash to catch us up. But yeah, class girl, and certainly a whole bag of fun. Ended up in a salsa club night, which is, yeah, usually if someone said, oh, come salsa dancing, I'm like, heck off. But of course, after a few beers, it's like, oh, come on, let's go in here. And it was one of those spontaneously cracking do's. Not saying I'm any good at salsa dancing, but there was a lovely chap that gave us a couple of very basic sort of hints and tips, and we were off. That was it. Took ourselves outside for a little bit of practice, and yeah, got into that. Yeah, we ended up dancing till about, I think it must have been about 2 in the morning. We'd only popped out to see a live band. Great way to integrate yourself with your travel companions. Top tip. Ooh, this looks nice. Oh, typical height barriers. Damn it. Well, that's no good to me, is it? Well, first impressions aren't very welcoming, are they? No campers, we're prohibited, and height barriers. Which is a real, oh my days, the colour of the water. Prohibido acampar. Well, I guess I won't be staying long because it looks closed. Anyway, I've actually come here. There's an archaeological site. This is a Roman ruins site. Well, a quick visit, but nice to see. Now let's move on. Got things to do. Ooh, it's a bit windy this morning. Hola, good morning, and today's the day. Had a good night here. I've been back at the basic park up at Tarifa, outside Lidl, or the back of Lidl. But as a result of a little bit of action last night on the socials, managed to get hold of the camper van electrician via Instagram, and then it swapped to WhatsApp. But anyway, I've got an appointment this morning at 11 o'clock for him to have a look at my electrics. The minimum that I hope out of this is that he'll have a look and he'll just make sure that my settings are of an optimum or set up basically for my system. And beyond that, maybe he'll find something very simple that makes it a whole lot better. Maybe he'll suggest, and maybe he'll have some parts. I don't know. But anyway, let's get down there because I've only got 10 minutes and I don't want to be late. Oh, I did notice, I was parked up. It was very smoky around that car park last night, and I can only assume, and looking at the evidence of last night and this morning, there was a bit of a wildfire at some bushland where I walked blue. I noticed there was, well, emergency services, there was a couple of old bill cars, and I think ultimately the fire engine came, or some sort of forestry thing to put that out, or at least monitor it. The van was far enough away that I wasn't fearful that I'd go up in flames, but my God, the smoke was pretty stinky. I think it's in here. Yeah, there must be in here. Look, there's vans.
Can you go inside here in the smart solar? I will check that the setting of this is okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, because I don't think I'll get enough solar. Right, so it would seem then my settings were a little off kilter.
now it's the same that the technique.
Yeah.
This is the voltage.
Right, so that's helpful.
Okay.
The battery was thinking it was charged sooner than it actually was, so he's upped the amount that can go in.
This thought that is 100%, but noise really, okay?
Right.
Noise real.
So we're waiting for that to go to 14.4.
40.4 for 100%.
So yeah, the shut-offs, cut-offs, and all the figures have been changed. So the battery can now take more power to recognise that it is full at a higher level. Yeah, so basically just tweak the figures. And also in stock, he's got the 50 amp DC to DC charger. I mean, that would be my first choice, is to have the most powerful DC to DC. So when I'm driving, obviously that's going to boost much more power into the system. So the 50 is smaller, but it does more. Small.
Yeah. And it's powerful.
Yeah, it might take a few hours, but I think this is a job that's got to be done. So at least the settings are better. It's going to be better if I just drive out of here right now than it was, but come on, I want peace of mind. So this is going to be a worthwhile investment in my whole system to have that 50 amp DC to DC in. So he's going to do that, do all the wiring, do everything required. So that makes me very happy.
Touch this, touch the other one. So this you can feel that this is AliExpress.
Yeah.
Because I know the this is.
We are out of here. 5.5 hours that was. I feel exhausted. Christ knows how he feels, bless him. So happy with that. I'm basically a mobile power station, I really am. Anyone else need some power? Come see me, plug into mine. Morning, excuse the state of me. I've woken up to a text from George, funny enough, saying that there's a weather front coming in that I might want to be aware of. She's quite aware that I don't check the weather, but apparently the next week, or at least 4 or 5 days, is going to be pretty shocking, and to think about what I want to do moving on and what have you. She's also got to move sooner than I have to Morocco, so it looks as if we might meet over there rather than at Gibraltar. Anyway, I could use that time and just get some chores done. Oh, look what I've got. In lieu of last week's video and the traumas I've had, of course everything happens for a reason, I've got myself a 12 volt tyre inflator, which is essential. And a lot of people said in the comments about getting one of them tyre kit, the Braddle type thing, the one where you can push the what's it's in and, fuck it, what's it called? What do they call it? a tyre puncher plug thing. Anyway, for when you're on the road in an emergency, you just shove a rubber thing in, pull it out. Anyway, someone else suggested, cheers Kim for looking after me, mate. Yeah, he was saying if you do find a spare tyre or something on the side of the road, practice before you come into the emergency situation and use it for the first time. So I guess it's good to watch a YouTube tutorial, good old YouTube. But I think, like Kim says, find a tyre, try it before you have to stick it through your own stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do, is find an old tyre somewhere, bound to happen in Morocco, isn't it, and have a little practice. Oh, the other thing I've done in readiness for Morocco, so obviously between those and new tyres, basic tools and a mindset not to give up, I think we're sorted. But I need to find something to do today because this could be the last of the sunshine. Oh, I need to get some chores done as well, although I could do that in the rain. A couple of chores, and I need to get Blue a new harness. For all your kind coffees, I think Blue deserves a smart new harness, because obviously where he goes under the van a lot, he snags the back of his harness. It's getting a little bit tatty, so I think we need a Sunday best harness for Bluesiff. So let's go shopping. So I spent the night locally last night. Obviously I was in Tarifa getting the electrics done, so I just stayed on the beach just around the corner. Now the difference it makes from having this amazing system but no confidence in it, having been out here, to now having the same system but upgraded, and upgraded in terms of the mindset and the confidence. So this is where last night I thought, I'm going to really rip the mickey out of this, put everything on, the fans, the lights, I charged stuff, I probably just used everything probably in excess just to see what I could test it with today. So I've got it down overnight to, I don't think you can see that, to 75%. So now, whereas before that would be, oh God, day after day after day, it's so quickly, within 2 or 3 days, you're down to next to nothing. I'm going to see how quickly I'm back up to 100%. What time is it now? Nearly 10 o'clock. It's an early start for me. Right, and also, if this is one of my final days in the Tarifa area, before we move on, I'll show you another very attractive area just around the corner. So again, if you're sort of considering coming this way, add this to your list as well. Let's take you. There's so many potholes down this end of this track. Got to negotiate your way around. Right, so we are going to Punta Paloma. And if like me, you like your sand dunes, you're gonna like this. Now it's got to be someone's full-time job, in fact several looking at it, look, several people's full-time job to keep this little section of road clear. They're working up there in their diggers. Got to be constant. Yeah, it's fairly clear today. Ooh, nice and slidey on the old sand. There's a little car park up here, so what I'll do, I'm just going to park up and actually get out of the van and I'll show you the view. Oh, just went into a deep bit. Definitely a shoes off job here. How beautiful. It's madness. Just follow your footsteps home. Imagine having that job. It's like having sort of full-size Tonka toys in the sandpit, isn't it? From when you were a kid. And then suddenly as an adult, you can go and do that for real. Get paid for it. I bloody love this place. What's funny, you know, with the Apple Maps and that, it will pick your home and it will just sort of, as soon as you start your engine and it all comes on. My phone has obviously decided I live in Tarifa because that is now my automatic home base. And when it comes up home, estimated time of arrival, it always flicks up as Tarifa now. I love that. Thank you. Just as I'm passing up here, there's a viewpoint where you can see just how close Morocco is. Oh, it says that. It's a bit overcast. Oh, actually saying that, I filmed it the other day, so cue insert clip. 3, 2, 1.
I'm going in, going in. Turned all my losses into lessons for my king. No looking back, no turning back, I'm not deep.
There you go, Blue. That's a pet shop. Right, a wiry. Let's have a check. So it's now 12:06, so just a little over an hour, and that's not all driving, that's obviously getting out and sightseeing. Can't actually see what this is going to come up with. Glasses on. 99%. Ah, that's as good as 100, isn't it? And that's just an hour. That'll do me. That's a whole lot better than I've ever had. There's probably a lot of you at home saying, yeah, mine does that all the time. Well, mine didn't, but it does now. Check me out. Boom. Actually, that's not the most appropriate of words when you're checking out your new electrical system. Yay, I should say. Yay. Right, should go to pet shop. Which one? These ones. Show us your new harnesses. Looking fancy pants. I even managed to get my laundry done at last. Oh, good morning. This is the exciting bit because we've now met up with young Ash. Arrived last night, so we are parked up in the, well, I always say it's like the holding bay. This is in Palmonas, which is the sort of shopping precinct bit where you can get your tickets to Morocco from Carlos's office. You've got a Mercadona here, there's a little over the other way. Now there is a big change, so be aware if you've done this before or you're doing it again and other people have mentioned this is where you park for the night before, it's all changed. Because if you notice, let's go back a bit, it's only me and Ash and a couple of other vans that are here. Allegedly, this is not the place where you park anymore because there are tickets issued by the old bill. Well, we were told that it was George actually that sort of looked it up on Park for Night. Now she'd mentioned that people are now parking in another bit, which does get very busy. We did try, so busy that place that we couldn't even get our vans in. However, we're hoping now that because it's morning and a lot of those people are literally there to go off to Morocco, that we can actually scoot across there now and slip in there because we're not going until Monday. So we don't necessarily want to risk staying here because the ticket issue is potentially real because the one behind us, this motorhome here, has got a ticket on the front. Don't know whether that perhaps that's been here for a little while, so maybe that's why it's been ticketed. But of course, when there is a risk of a ticket and then there's legitimately a ticket on the van right near us, ain't worth the risk, is it? Certainly don't want to be paying a fine. So we're going to move our vans via Lidl to get some supplies and then go across to the other holding bay. So I'll show you that one. So it suggests on Park for Night, don't park here. We therefore suggest don't park here. If there's a potential for a fine, change it over to the other bit, which we'll show you. It's quite a relief. Makes you feel quite buzzy. Hey, didn't get a ticket. Got away with that one. I mean, there are no signs that say you can't, but of course, that doesn't mean to say that you won't. So this ain't worth the risk, is it? And given that we've got another couple of nights before we're out of here, let's see if we can get ourselves into the official holding bay and see how busy it is this morning. That Leroy Merlin shop does actually sell Victron gear. I did look, they didn't have the DC to DC charger there when I was in a panic. Obviously that's now sorted for me, so that's not a problem. But if you were of a mind to do your own electrics, then they do sell parts in there. They didn't have the 50 amp DC to DC anyway, they did have a 30. So just so you know, it's possible to buy your solar gear here in Algeciras. Right, so this is where we want to be, in here somewhere. Right, so we've done it. We are now in the extremely busy, or to be busy. In fact, as soon as we pulled up, some German guys in a fire truck conversion actually said straight away that it gets extremely busy here, so park mindfully sort of suggestion. So we've done that, we've sort of shuffled ourselves along. There is a little bit of a kind of a gap just in case when George and Lou turn up. Howdy.
Right.
Are you all set? Because, oh, we've got, I don't know if I explained, we've got Lou's coming as well. Lou is a friend from the UK, from the sort of the UK van festival season.
Hello!
Hello.
Good job you packed on the end because I could see you.
She's coming to Morocco as well, so then that's 4 vans so far. I've decided to fulfill a life upgrade. I've had pots and pans in here for a while. Obviously these have still got that non-stick, the deadly coating on. So Teflon, that's the word, Teflon. Let's get rid of the Teflon. What I'm going to do is go and get a couple of new pans, and also that will work on an induction hob, because fortunately what I have got is Kat's old induction hob on board. So I should take advantage of having that, get rid of these blasted things. Goodbye, they're going in the bin. And let's see if I can get a healthier option to work on an induction hob, and then that will save, because I've only got a certain amount of gas. I've filled up the LPG, but it isn't going to be possible to get any more once I get into Morocco, either easily or of a quality I want anyway. So I might have to resort to induction cooking. Now I've got my power sorted, I think that's going to be the way forward for cooking and whatnot. My kettle I've checked is already induction ready, so I'm not going to be short of coffees, but I've definitely got to upgrade my pots and pans. It's mad actually to be here at Christmas. I've never really been particularly into Christmas. In fact, I'm quite against all that commercialism of it all and everything, so it doesn't bother me. But it is nice to be somewhere hot at Christmas. It's weird when you see all their Christmas decorations up in the streets and yet it's blue skies and sunshine. It's kind of bizarre but kind of cool at the same time. Right, pots and pans, where am I going to find them? Here, look, Blue, what have we got? New pan. Just going to clear the old bad juju. I've had a couple of stress dreams the last couple of nights. Not that I feel stressed in the slightest, but maybe I want to just clear the energy a bit. Today is the day. Does anyone remember, back in the day, I remember as a kid, your parents would get you up super early because you're going on holiday? Well, I've kind of got that exciting feel that for some reason, not that this is a holiday, but it's that excitement of something new. Look, it's still dark out. We're up at the crack of dawn because today is the day. We're going to go and get our tickets. I've got to see the vet first thing, and we are off, we are out of here. The weather has been windy, it's been wet. Spain, you've been lovely, but...
Let's go to Morocco!
Yeah, get out of this bloody wet weather. Look. We want some better weather. There's some changes ahead, so I'll explain as we go. But the day has started and we've got lots to do, so let's crack on. Oh, I'm not sure if I actually told you, flip-flop gate is finally over. I found some new flip-flops. They are not Havaianas, thank goodness, so they should last. They look, well, they certainly look of a superior quality, which isn't that hard really, is it? They are Brazilian, again, and they do look like Havaianas. Back in the game with flip-flops. Woohoo! And we're off. Dead exciting. Our convoy at WhatsApp group is full of fun and laughter and giggles this morning. I think everyone's somewhat excited. Right, so we are off to the vets. I just hope we can find it. And because this is all done over Instagram, last time he actually came to the van at Carlos, the ticket office, which was good, but this time we're going there. Oh, the other change, talking of the vets and travelling with pets, even only a few months back when I last did this, you had to go to PIF, the import-export place, and show all your paperwork and actually get your official documentation to travel with, or at least get back into Spain with when you come back from Morocco. You don't need an appointment at PIF anymore. Apparently the vet does all of this now online, so that's handy, isn't it? Right, vet's done did. Got caught in the rain on the way back. Poor Blue, but up and puffing, we had to run all the way. 50 euros, not so bad I suppose. That's for the certificate of, you know, worthiness to travel, and he's done all the paperwork and dealt with the import-export livestock part of the journey and certification. So that's going to get emailed to us later on today. He did suggest not travelling until we've had that through, so, but if it does get too late and just want to go, just go. He said it will get sorted, but I think we'll wait just to be sure. And also, oh, is a worthy of note, Lou that I went along with, she brought her dog in. He cross-referenced the paperwork. See, that's the other good thing. You go to the vet, it's another cost, but he's obviously gone through the paperwork and realised that there's an error on hers. I think it was on the certificate for the teacher test. One digit was slightly wrong, that it didn't marry up with her dog Maisie's tag. thing. So he's noticed it, and he said that you might find when you come back in that the police at the port don't notice. He said, but if they do, that doesn't correlate and you'll have a problem getting back in. So she can still travel today, because of course this is just paperwork to get back into Spain on her return. So this is in 3 months' time. So she's got 3 months to contact the vet in France who organised the teacher test, who can then contact the lab who did the results, and then they can sort of change that one digit to correlate, and then they can email it to her. So she's got the time to get that sorted while she is in Morocco, but it just goes to show, do check your paperwork, because mistakes are made, and that's just one digit that could have changed everything. But luckily Jesus, the vet, good name, Jesus noticed it and is recommended that gets sorted before she expects to get back into Spain on her return. So there you go. €50 well spent for her, that's for sure. Just come back to the car park to meet up with Ash before we go and get our tickets, and ting ting, my certificate has come through. So the vets and if the import-export people have done their bit. So paperwork sorted, it really is time to go. Right, so we're off now to Carlos to get the tickets. Don't forget, I'm sure I've mentioned this time and time again, your drone. If you give it to Carlos at the office there, they'll look after it for you for the duration that you're away. So that's rather handy, because you can't take it with you to Morocco. It's something to do with potential sort of spy threats. So anyway, them's the rules. So leave your drone in Spain. Carlos, the man. The tickets were €210. Slightly cheaper than last time. But anyway, €210 for an open-ended ticket for, well, a year basically, because we don't know when we're coming back. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? A year. But no, it's probably more like 6 months. But anyway, open-ended ticket, €210, and you get your bottle of wine and a Swiss roll to say thank you, and they look after your drone. So that ain't bad at all. Finally made it on the boat. Got to fill out your little entry to the country card, and there's always a queue. So we're up here early doors to try and get to the front of said queue. This is when you realise you ain't got a pen. Oh, I've got a pen. Do you want to borrow my pen?
Yes, please.
Want to give us the outro?
All right, let's do this. Well, there you have it, folks. Another cracking episode of Our Van Tales, where the adventure never stops and the laughs are endless. If you enjoyed the adventure, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. And of course, leave us a comment, because we love hearing from you a lot. Don't forget to check out our Instagram for all the behind-the-scenes action. And if you spot that hype button on YouTube, give us a hype. Hype, hype, hype. And as always, if you fancy supporting the channel, head over to Buy Me a Coffee, and we appreciate every bit of support. And if you're using Revolut, make sure you leave your name so we can thank you properly. You're all legends. Until next time, stay wild, stay free, and most importantly, stay tuned. We'll see you on the road.
Lovely, love that. We'll see you next week.
Fantastic. I'm really glad you liked it. Have fun. And I'll be here if you need anything else. See you next week. See you, Marley. Take care and chat soon.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Anytime. Have a great one.